Hey y'all, Mike with Cardboard Kingdom. Welcome back to another Disney Lorcana Market update video. Today is Monday, the 12th of August. Happy Shimmering Skies release. Hopefully you guys all got your hands on some product and got to open it. We were able to open some and we had a fantastic time doing so. We're able to pull a Enchanted here, the Mirabelle, or Clarabelle, not Mirabelle. Can't really see it because of the green screen, but overall, Shimmering Skies definitely met and surpassed my expectations. With the Enchanteds look awesome. Someone pulled the Robin Hood when we were opening some packs. That was cool. And then the elevated or like textured surfaces for the legendaries were 10 out of 10. Thought that was fantastic. I just feel like they're moving and vibing with the right frequencies right now. Very, very excited to be in Lorcana at the moment. And thank you for the feedback on my video from last week where I did kind of the July monthly recap. I wasn't really sure if I was going to do those again moving forward. It was a little bit of front work on the front end. But with that being said, a lot of the feedback was very good. Seemed like you guys liked it, resonated with you, so we will continue to do those moving forward. So we'll definitely have an August monthly recap in September, and then we'll kind of start to stack up some of the data month over month for some of the cards we looked at, and some of the products we looked at, and then we will also look at some new cards because you guys did make some suggestions on things you wanted to see, and so we'll start to add that in as well. And continue to do those videos month over month for the time being. So thank you for the feedback on that. With that being said, I would love to hear what you guys thought about Shimmering Skies. Once again, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I think the artwork overall was fantastic. I think the Enchanteds look fantastic. Even, a character that I don't necessarily really resonate with, the Clarabelle, was pretty cool to pull because as soon as we were getting ready to pull it, like it was like glowing, so we knew it was coming. We all were around, and then my daughter even knew that it was Clarabelle, which once again, not we don't watch a ton of like Mickey and Friends or anything like that. So I really haven't ever, so weren't sure if she was gonna know who it was, but she definitely did, which was cool. Just another feather in the cap for kind of the Disney IP. 5-year-old daughter who doesn't really watch a lot of like Mickey and Friends and things like that, definitely knew who it was as soon as we pulled it. So that was really cool. And then overall, yeah, things were really good while I was gone, and excited to be back. I haven't really looked at much pricing apart from just kind of pulling stuff up. Very excited to get into it. Looks like we've seen quite a bit of price movement and just sales, I guess you could say. With that being said, I do want to start with the D23 Collector's Box. So this is something that I've been, I've made several videos about, something I definitely want to get my hands on, something that I do not live anywhere near where they were being sold, leading up to Shimmering Skies. So I will be someone who is buying them on secondary. With that being said, it looks like the lowest listing on TCG Player right now is about 195-ish. And then the lowest listing on eBay is about 179. So I will most likely be buying this listing on eBay here to get it shielded, probably get it sealed by one to keep sealed, by one to open and enjoy the art with. I am more than happy paying 179. That's not even double MSRP. And obviously it probably took whoever acquired these multiple hours of waiting in line and whatnot. So I have no problem paying them for their time a little bit and in me getting one. Obviously, if I were to go and get one myself, it would have costed a tremendous amount of money to fly, time, etc. Like, just wouldn't have made sense. And so I'm more than happy once again to pay the 179. Now, there are quite a few sales of this box on TCG Player already, ranging anywhere from 180, 190, 200, etc. So obviously a huge demand for this box, right? We already knew that. People were paying high, close to 250 even there in the beginning. It looks like even some sales above 250. So lots of demand on this product. We already knew that. It seems like they made quite a few of them, which is really, really good because the price would not be at 179 if there was not a significant supply out there. This seller, which once again is the lowest on eBay, it's been viewed 176 times, which is up 10 from just when I refreshed it like a second ago. They have 2 sold, more than 10 available. I'll once again probably end up just buying 2 copies from this particular seller and enjoy it from there. Very excited to open the box and look at the card. So that's awesome. So that's where we're at for the D23 gift box. Once again on TCG Player, lowest available looks like it's around 193. Oh no, we got an updated listing here, so 190 all in roughly, which is which is pretty cool. How many sales do they have? 46 items sold and 158. So 200 have sold on TCG Player just in the few days that they've been out. And then who knows how many have sold on eBay. So with that being said, now guys, we're going to get into some of the other sealed stuff specifically, and then we'll drill down into some of the singles. Like I said, we're just going to kind of walk through everything today. It's been a while since I looked at the since I've looked at anything, so I did an initial glance at the first chapter box, and it looks like we are at about 240 roughly. That listing does have 36 available, so I do expect we'll be here for some time. Usually when we run into a big listing like this that's all listed at one price, people will often come in and undercut it. So a lot of people are probably going to sell some boxes today at like 237.50 or whatever. 237.95, 237.90, right? They're gonna come in and undercut this listing, so we'll be at this price for a while. With that being said, it looks like Peach Cravings only has one damaged box left for 230. Definitely pay the extra $9 and get a good quality box. Do not pay 230 for the abused one. That's a pretty beat up box for $230. So definitely avoid that listing. But yeah, we're slowly open to the right. Once again, we got the restock with Set Champs in July. And then we are, we're only a couple weeks past that. We're already back up to the kind of 240 price point. We'll see if it can break through this time to the 250, 260 range, or if we kind of float around the 240 price point like we have been in the past. It does look like there's a decent price on a case right now, sitting at $800, pretty much all in. From LHS Bros. They only have 13 reviews, and they're not a verified seller, so there might be some risk there, but they are taking a pretty decent undercut, essentially $100 cheaper than the next cheapest person. 2 available, so a decent price there. It does look like 2 were sold for $489. I'm gonna guess that these were probably like I don't know, even 489 sheet for Rise of the Floodborn. What's a Floodborn case? Okay, 470. Those were probably Rise of the Floodborn cases put in the wrong spot. That's happened before. I doubt anyone was, parting with sealed Chapter 1 cases for 489. If so, congrats to whoever got those. But overall, I think the sealed market looks pretty healthy. The lowest box on Inklings is 109. Lowest box for set 2 is 142.90. Is there any shipping on that? Nope. So basically MSRP I think is $143.99. So we've got 8 boxes at MSRP essentially, and then it goes up to 145-ish from there. So that's kind of where it was when I left essentially, right? It's kind of slowly been creeping up. We have Into the Inklings for 109. All in 110 shipped essentially, and then Ursula's Return we are at 96. I do expect this to continue to drop, guys. I think we're going to see this box in the 70s to 80s as people begin to offload as we go through the Shimmering Skies hype and Shimmering Skies in retail and all the buzzes on Shimmering Skies. I think that we're going to continue to see this box drop. That's just my own personal thoughts based on what the Inklings did. Looking at this box, I think we're going to have a decent chance to acquire this at a very, very cheap rate, which I'm very excited for, because thus far I only have the We Don't Talk About Bruno Enchanted from set 4. I really made it a point to just wait because I kind of saw this coming, and so I am excited for this to get as cheap as possible. The singles should match these, and I should be able to get some really cheap Enchanteds for my collection, which I am all for, because I am one of the few that really thought this was a good set. So I'm very excited to collect that as we look into the future. But apart from that, on the sealed front, guys, I really think that's about it. Nothing too groundbreaking apart from that. Shimmering Skies is still at 120 on. Oh, another thing to note: there's only 34 listings on TCG Player, which is quite a. It's getting down there. With that being said, there are obviously some listings with like 36, right? So don't necessarily take it as there's only 34 boxes available. There's a lot more than that, but 34 listings is a substantial decrease from what we were seeing previously. So I did want to mention that. But the pre-sale for Shimmering Skies with TCG Play right now, the singles are shipping. So if you buy singles, they get shipped. But the sealed is not able to be shipped until 8/23. So we're still 11 days from getting sealed product on TCG Player. As you can see, even just this morning, there are a lot of sales here. These will not be shipped until the 23rd, or they're breaking their agreement with Ravensburger. So do not order today. Expect to have it in a couple days. I would definitely recommend going to your LGS, seeing what deals they have, and going that route. because the singles are commanding a premium right now, more so than they will whenever the 23rd comes, and just more and more and more product is hitting the market. It's going to drive those prices down. And so if you're looking to flip some of these cards, right now is definitely, honestly, you're a little bit late, but still better than the 23rd overall. And you should be able to find some cheaper prices at your LGS. I've heard some horror stories of LGSs kind of, selling above MSRP here at the beginning, which is unfortunate. That's their prerogative. I think it's a bad business model, but at the end of the day, that's their right to do so. But that is where we are at on the sealed front, guys. So we will move over to some of the singles. I saw an interesting Elsa listing while I was there. Let's get sealed off of here. Let's go to near mint, and yeah, let's see what we got. So it looks like our Let It Go is down to $750. My price point for this is probably around $500. I think that cheaper prices are definitely coming. You can see that people were paying around $900 a couple weeks ago. We're down to $750, and there's no buy pressure there. So we're coming down on the Let It Go like we knew we would. So hopefully you guys held off on that one. Mickey's down to $900. We have a $650 Elsa listing. Let's see here. A near mint $650 Elsa. Someone, LHS Bros. Okay. So this person, they must, it's fake. Wait. I mean, this is from 2020. They do have positive ratings. I would probably avoid the seller, guys. I don't know. This looks sketchy. 4 years ago, they weren't shipping product. They re-upped their store, and now they've got 7 reviews in the last 30 days. So, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Looks like they've got just some Elsas. They've got some cases of Floodborne and cases of First Chapter. I don't know. I would avoid it. I mean, at the end of the day, TCG Player will refund you, so you're kind of just giving them an interest-free loan. Nothing too crazy there. But they do have 2 Elsas available for $650. The next lowest listing is $700. So whenever I got into the hobby, I got my Elsa for $500. It immediately shot up to kind of $1,500 right after that. And I'm interested to see what we do here, because when I came in at $500, I thought it was a steal, and then it obviously tripled in price like almost immediately. And so to see it get back close to where I bought it, that's a pretty crazy rebound. So 700 is realistically, I think 700. I don't know. A lot of these are really bad. Like you have 0%, 0%, 0%, 13 sales, 6 sales. This one has 279, but these are all risky. I don't know. I don't like that. 855 might be your best bet for like a good copy. But once again, TCG Player does have buyer protection, so I wouldn't be worried too much from the long-term point of view. But if you don't want to give them an interest-free loan and deal with it, then, it is what it is. One interesting trend on the singles, Shimmering Skies, which this will come down. But right now, the Shimmering Skies Enchanted Snow White is at $187 market price. And the Snow White from set 2 is currently at what? Where are you at, Snow White? Was she on the first page and I missed her? Must have been 120. So we have a second version of a princess Enchanted worth more than the first. That is a first here, so that's interesting to see. How much buy pressure is there on this particular card? Not too many sales, so you're going to be hard pressed to sell this card even at 185. I think you're going to have to go quite a bit lower than that to get like an immediate buy. But at the end of the day, that card is going to come down quite a bit. So that's cool. Oh, nice. The I hadn't even seen this card yet on TCG Player. The D23 Mickey from this year's D23 convention is currently selling at $199. Looks like it was selling at $200, $250. This is an awesome card. I love the gold Mickey there. There's going to be plenty of these in circulation, so don't overthink this as like some sort of like rare promo. There's a ton of these out there. With that being said, gorgeous card. Definitely one I want to add to my collection. I love that artwork on the Mickey, and it's even got the gold-plated name, so kind of some uniqueness to it. The D23 logo is gold, and so this one's definitely a little bit different than like list D23 Mickey that we see here. The first edition, not as much going on from an artwork perspective, but it is obviously the first edition Mickey, which has its own provenance and value. Overall, it looks like the singles are kind of in line with where we left, kind of just that additional, or I wouldn't say additional, but the retrace continues. Stitch is at a 315 market. Stitch 270 for Carefree Surfer, 260 for Tinker, 257 for Ursula, 256 for Cindy from set 2, Belle's at 244. So that's kind of continued. I'm not surprised that Mufasa is the chase of this particular set. He has had a lot more sales than the rest of the Enchanteds, right? Because I think this is going to have a lot of collectability to it. Now, 205, we're definitely going to come down from there, right? I think just with the increased hype around the game and the increased print production to meet player demand, you're just going to have more Enchanteds out there than some of the earlier sets, and so we're going to see lower lows as these continue to come out, and then obviously, in my opinion, they'll bounce back and be good holds long term. But at the end of the day, it is going to, all of these prices from Shimmering Skies are going to come down, apart from some playability cards like maybe Prince Naveen, who is up here, and any other playable cards. I know the Clarabelle's doing okay. I think it's going to have a spot in some green decks, but you can see like the Diablo is still sitting at 160. That's not because of the artwork. That's because the card is playable. Even though Bucky's out of the meta, there's still going to be some green discard decks, and Diablo is just a very, very good card. So it's sitting around 160. If it was not playable, it would fall in line with some of the other Enchanteds, and it's set like down probably around, I don't know, maybe like the $100 range. But there's just so many good deals on Enchanteds right now. Definitely the time, if you're a collector, the time to scoop some of these up. If you've been looking for, oh, there's the Oswald, you can get it individually for $54. That's interesting. But the Enchanteds overall have just kind of continued that retrace. Once again, if take your time, collect what you like. There's no race, right? Be patient. There's the Mickey at $53. But overall, we're gonna have. It's going to be an awesome time to collect here. I think the game is going to, yeah, I'm as bullish as I've ever been. Seeing the way that they changed the artworks, seeing the way that they've adapted to kind of some of the feedback. The game is just so much damn fun. The art is incredible. Biggest IP in the world. Like, these prices do not scare me at all. I'm just excited more than anything else to be able to be around right now, right, and to be able to collect this stuff. I think that it's an awesome time once again to add cards to your collection. Man, there's some very awesome price points here. Dragonfire's down to 60. Let's take a look at some of our promos here for the Disney Lorcana promo. Some of our like foil like Cinderellas and things like that. Let's see what these are at. Near mint foil save. 1,300 is the lowest Cindy. For the cold foil Cindy, I feel bad. I remember someone commented on one of my videos that their buddy paid 3,500 each and bought 2 of them. That ain't it. That's a good way to light money on fire. I feel bad for that guy, but he should be watching my videos so he knew not to pay that crazy price. Let's see here. Hollow foil Rapunzel, where are we at here? 3,400 for this particular card. So coming down quite a bit. Once again, not a lot of sales on TCG Player, if any, no. But at the end of the day, we've got these cards are coming down. They're going to be available. These are kind of my target for the end of the year. I definitely want to continue to watch these as they come down for the after the remaining challenge events. See where they're at. Wanted to see if I could get a holo foil to show up. Why would the D23? What am I? Why would the D23 box be showing for the search? Come on, eBay. What am I missing here? I feel like I've got to be missing something. Best match, Rapunzel gifted with healing, Disney Lorcana promo cards. Here's D23 boxes over and over again. So, nevertheless, on TCG Player, the lowest was 3,500 for a near mint copy. Continue to wait; these are going to come down, and yeah, just a great time to be involved in Lorcana. A lot of fantastic prices out there. The non-foil version down below 100. We've got Rapunzel closing in down below 100. Dragonfire at 60. That's going to continue to come down. So I would still, I maintain my same position that I've had on these promo cards for months now. Continue to wait. We still have like 3 to 4 more challenge events roughly that are going to increase the supply of these on the market. And at the end of the day, that's going to drive the prices down with them. So overall, very, very excited about Lorcana. I'm still head over heels, very involved on the play side now. I mean, I don't have time to go to like the organized play events and things like that, but overall, playing it a ton with my buddies, playing it a ton on Inktable. The game is just so much damn fun. And obviously the collectability with it is just unmatched. I feel like there's so much velocity and momentum. The prices may not reflect that right. You might be, that might give you some pause, which I understand. At the end of the day, I couldn't be happier to have a stake in Lorcana and continue to watch this game grow. So that is kind of where I'm at for today, guys. We'll be back with definitely some more consistent videos here over the next couple days, given that we don't have any travel upcoming and no big family events planned. So we'll definitely have some more frequent videos for you. So with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.